What up? It's your G Twist P. You already know. So, the topic that I'm gonna bring up to you today is about some dude named Orbie Love and his mother Cherry Love. Now, his mother Cherry Love, she's a dreadlock old lady. She was married to a dude named Ivan. Ivan has a murder rap. He has a murder rap. So therefore, everybody in Arbor, New York is like, ooh, I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Y'all haven't sold that idea to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. So Cherry Love has been rude to me for the longest, ever since I seen this lady. And this is back in like 2014. It's 2017 now, to show you every time I came across this woman since 2014, 15, this lady has been rude on the bus, in front of people's houses. This lady is very rude. Understand what I'm saying? So supposedly her son Orbie Love or whatever, Orbit, whatever, is supposedly a military trained individual. So all of this trouble that she causes, if she puts herself in a dangerous situation, he's supposed to run to the rescue. I don't know if the government is okay with that, but I have been telling y'all that I am anti government officials who abuse their authority. And he's abusing his authority because he's having his mother start trouble. This lady didn't put people in jail over some bullcrap. So let's get to the nitty gritty of this whole situation. All right, why she's trying to target me or her son's trying to target me. So one of my G's had this girl at the free lunch place. From my knowledge, this is what I was told. And she had a tray, and usually they tell you after you get to your table with your tray, take everything off of your tray and put it on the table and give the tray to one of the people that work there. And from what I'm led to believe is that my homeboy's girl, Jay, and Cherry Love got in an argument about a tray because she didn't want to take all her food off the tray, I guess. So Cherry Love tried to be rude to her about it. And what happened was is my boy jumped in because he realized that someone was disrespecting his girl and he cussed the lady out. And I mean, like he cussed her out like royally, like made hurt her feelings. And this dude, before because he's locked up now, he was out for like 4 or 5 months, and Orbie was nowhere in sight. He's supposedly been in town, but all of a sudden now my boy's locked up. Now he's looking for revenge and all that other funny stuff. So today I'm walking to free lunch and I see a hippie girl and she asked her for a cigarette. She gave me one. We're talking, she's talking about situation she's going through. I see Orbie, which I didn't know who he was at this time. He's looking at me. And I've realized he's been looking at me funny for the longest. But in the back of my head, and the way I'm thinking is like, you're looking at me funny, but you're not really about that life because all you're doing is looking. You've been looking at me, so I don't pay no mind to you. The thought that went through my head was, he's not about that life. He's really not. I don't know who he is. I don't know who he's related to, but he just keeps looking at me funny. So I gotta always keep my eyes on him once I see him because I know that something's wrong with him. He's looking at me funny. So I'm at free lunch. I finish eating my meal. I finish eating my dessert. Cherry Love calls me over like this. I come over there. I'm like, oh, what's going on? You know? Now I know she's a rude lady, but I didn't expect for her to come to me and say, my son was premeditating to attack you and hurt you because he thought you were the guy that had an argument with me here at free lunch. And I said, if your son would have touched me, I would have banged him out. He would have got banged out. And then she's like, oh, it's not all that because you're not the person, so you don't even have to go there. I'm just letting you know. I'm like, you didn't have to let me know nothing. I didn't need to know that y'all mistaking me for someone else. I don't need to know that. If you realize I'm not the person you're looking for, there's no need to come to me. I don't need to know. I don't care. The next time I would have saw him when he stopped looking at me funny, I would have honestly just been like, all right, I guess he's over with all the drama he's going through. So that's what it is. But before I end this situation, after I broke everything down to you, remember, Cherry Love is a troublemaker. I've heard that she's went to people that she don't like from her because she's an older lady. She's like 80, 90 years old. But she looks more younger. She looks like she's like in her 60s. But she's a troublemaker. And from what I heard was that she's actually vandalized people's tombs, like people from her age group that passed away. She's vandalized their tombs, and her son want to defend her after she's done these wicked things to people. You know what I'm saying? That have grandkids. So at the end of the day, you don't even understand, bro. If you're willing to do all of that dirt and you're willing to get hurt for your mom, and to be real with you, there are people out here that want to hurt you because of the wicked things your mother has done. You out here thinking that you're supposed to do stuff to people because of your mother, because your mother's being picked on. No, your mother comes out here in Auburn, New York, and start trouble with people. She's actually, I've walked out of a household and seen her there, and she's actually talked about my financial life. Someone told her something to know my business, and she's sitting here like, yeah, I wouldn't fuck with nobody who's making this much money every week and this month and da 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 da. And I looked at her and I knew she said the exact numbers of the money I was making, so I knew she was talking about it. I looked at this lady and I was like, yo, this lady don't know I'm from New York City, and I would slap the living daylights out of her. I just walked off and left her alone, jumped in my V and drove off. Like, I'm not even gonna pay no mind. So now I got to bring out some other things. There are other families out here that's supposed to be connected to the Love families, like the Tillmans and the Overstreets and the Freemans. And there's people from all those same families that don't like this lady. They know she's disrespectful. They know she doesn't have respect for the dead. They know this. But now she has her son, Obi Love or Orbie Love, running around trying to fight people over her small-minded drama. The thing that makes me sad, and I have to bring this up, is that my son's foot was ran over by some lady, and the bus driver is, I believe, a Teresa Love. I don't believe that she is a born Love. She's a married in Love. And my son's mother won't even call her to get her contact with her husband to tell them about what's going on and make sure that Orbie knows that his mother is in the wrong fully. You made a mistake of who I am, but I'm letting you know that the guy that you're looking for, I know him. I know the guy. I don't care about what drama y'all have. If you bring that in my direction, I'm going to do everything in my power to defend myself. And that's all it is. Because I don't care about what goes on. I know that your mother actually agitates people to want to hit her. And you have a bad life if you're going to sit here and want to fight everybody that wants to hurt your mother, because your mother brings it on herself. Okay? And I know that. I know females that want to knock your mother out. What are you going to do when one of those females that already want to knock her out, What you going to do? You going to beat on a female? You need to put your mother in place. I understand you're the son and she's the mother, but she's an old lady now. And if you're going to defend your mother, that means that you're willing to take care of your mother. You need to face your mother and tell her, Mom, I represent. If you're really used to be in the military or in the military, you need to tell your mother that it doesn't work like that. You just can't kill anybody who you point out. Oh, him. To be real with you, she tries to play like she's a part of this game. Her son is trying to play a part of this game like some type of Debo type person, this high yellow 6'1" type dude. The thing is that don't try to attack people that know your whole family, because I already know that concerning your situation, that when you do get to touch one of the people that your mother don't get along with, other family members are gonna get hurt, specifically the females. And I feel like that's fucked up. Excuse my language. The reason why I say it's effed up is because I know that if anyone who deserves the damage and hurt that's to come is your mother. Because she thinks because she was married to Ivan, who actually got a murder under his belt, so everybody in Auburn is supposed to be scared of him, that everybody's supposed to be scared of her. Now she has you, Orbie, as her son, who went to the military, who is trained, supposedly trained to kill, coming out here trying to settle her beefs. It's not cool. It don't work like that. Auburn Police Department needs to know about you. They need to know that you're a trained weapon and that you're going to go out here and you're going to hurt and kill civilians over your mother and the evilness she does. Your mother actually will learn about people's life and say disrespectful things to make them want to hurt her. And now you're going to enable her to do this, knowing that the average person might put their hands on her. So you're trying to force people to allow for her to disrespect them. And you're going to get violent because they're going to get violent with her. because she's asking to get hurt. What are you going to do when you decide to punch someone in the face and they take that punch in the face and they know your mother's walking on Clark Street in Auburn to Genesee and decide to hurt your mother because you want to defend her ignorance? What are you going to do? Do you really love your mother? I hope you do. Because if you do, you're going to put her in her place as a real man. Let's put this in a situation talking about me. If my mother had someone pull a knife out on her or something like that or disrespected her, you know I'm going with this, Orbie. I'm talking to you as well as everybody else. Um, I'm not gonna wait until they go to jail to want to justify the situation. I'm gonna do what I gotta do immediately. And there's no talking to anyone or anything like that. And I would think that someone of your caliber who has been in the military, know how the military works, know how the police work, you would never have anyone, not even your mother, put herself in danger's way to threaten someone indirectly. If you notice, I'm letting you know that the guy that you're looking for is my friend, to let you know that I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you. All I know is that you're a government official who is abusing your government status with these petty games, and your mother is a centerpiece of this destruction. And I know for a fact if y'all keep up with it, someone's gonna get your mother, and you're not gonna be able to get them. Just like now, it's the same thing. The guy disrespected your mother, and there's nothing you can do about it but complain to his friends, because you know that's my friend. And or you're just a dumb person and really thought I was him. And me and him, he's 6'2". I'm 5'10". How do you mistaken me for him? Okay? I have smooth skin. Smooth. Right? But I have a beard. The dude never has a beard. This dude is like 22, 23. He still ain't got a beard yet. So how you mistaken me for him? You didn't. You're just ignorant, just like your mother. That's all it is. And you possibly knew that was my friend, and you figured start trouble with me. Well, I'm gonna let you know I got legal issues where I can't participate in your ignorance. I have children to take care of. I don't know about you, but I know that I have children to take care of. Make even worse, during the moment that you were supposed to attack me, I had my son with me. I had my 11-year-old son with me, and you was gonna attack me. And I seen you in that green vehicle, and you had children in the car. So you was premeditating me as a military official to attack me over your mom, who is starting trouble that is unnecessary. To be real with you, my son's mother went to school with a lot of love. And right now, to be real with you, her and I are not getting along at all. Because I'm letting her know, if I got beef with him, I got beef with all of y'all. I don't care if I go to jail, bro. If I got to have beef with you, I got beef with you, your family, and everybody that went to school with them. I'm not scared of y'all. I will slap the living daylights at anybody who rocks with you. To be real with you, if I can't beat you, I know I could beat a whole bunch of people that you're related to or that you're cool with. And I will beat every last one of them for just losing a fight against you once. I promise you that. You better take my life if you're going to start trouble over your mom's nonsense. And Overstreet talked to me about it, and he was like, yo, I apologize on behalf of them because he let me know that he's an Overstreet and the Tillmans and the Loves are connected to him. So he's apologizing for your mother's behavior as well as yours. But the only way I will ever take it in that I need to take this as a grain of salt is when you come to me as a real man, as a representative of the United States of this America that we live in, and tell me I'm sorry for mistaking you for someone else. And I'm definitely sorry for my mother indirectly threatening you, knowing that she's only doing that because she thinks that if her son's in the military, she can keep walking past me and saying negative, indirect stuff that goes back to my life. And I can actually prove to you people that know me, that know her, for her to get little information to sit here and tee me off and make me want to slap her in her face for talking about my life, especially my financial life and the struggle of my children. That's not cool. You do not badmouth someone and talk about their children. You're her son. You're supposed to know better. You wouldn't like someone to do that to her, right? Well, you need to teach your mother not to do that to other people. I'm done talking. This is going to be on YouTube. I'm not going to have no parental restrictions on this. Everybody in Auburn is going to be able to get the opportunity to watch this from from front to back and know that I don't need this. One more thing I'm going to say. I'm in a transition where I'm at the last point of success in certain situations. And it's like back to back to back every week or every other week, someone's trying to start a fight with me and trying to get me to do things to go to jail. It's at a point where my son's mother told me, she said, don't follow up with them. Make a report to the cops. Make a report on Cherry and her son and get a harassment so that you get an order of protection against them so you don't have to worry about them no more. I told my son's mother, I said, you know the game. Why are you talking this snitching talk? We know Cherry's a snitch. So what you want me to do? Snitch on her for snitching on people? I'm not going to do her like that. If she gets me physically harmed, she can get physically harmed. I don't care if you have military background. You're not going to always be there for your mom. So seeing that she's already having in her heart to try to get you to try to hurt me, just know that I'm educating everyone and anyone who does not like the Love family, specifically your mom, on how y'all get down. And let them know that you, who have military skills, are supposed to be the guy to take care of them. So now everybody who is an enemy of your family, specifically your mom, is going to be prepared for your high yellow, G.I. Joe, wannabe gangster behind. Because you're not gangster. That's not gangster. You owe me a professional apology, as well as you need to put your mother in her place. She's going to get people hurt and killed. And I'm promising you, one day you're going to fight someone over her. And it's going to be the biggest mistake you made. And remember, I'm warning you because I know her haters. Like I said, the same guy you're looking for, right? Pay attention to what I'm saying. None of his family is here. But they know who she is. So if you touch him, I promise you, she ain't going to be able to walk the streets anymore. She's not. And I know that. Word, bro. So fix things. And it will be very nice for you to give me a professional apology or contact my son's mother or have whoever your cousins who went to school with her, contact her to let me know that you understand that your mother is causing unnecessary trouble. That's all I want to know. And I'll leave it alone. Other than that, there might be a day where your mother's going to come on her face and you're going to have to come see me. What I'm going to do if she keeps doing that, annoying me with her mouth indirectly. I will. I don't care who you are. I'm not scared to slap the living daylights out of your moms, bro. I will slap her in her face. Okay? I don't need a weapon for that old lady. I will drag her by her freaking nasty ass dreads after I slap her and let her know, go and get your son now. Okay? Other than that, I have legal issues that puts me in a situation where I don't need to be getting into that. So do me a favor and tell your mother, stop starting with people, especially people that need to prove to the government that they are civil individuals so they don't have a case no more. Because I'm not with it. I'm not. That's all I have to say. I have no problem with your mom. I know she's rude. I know she's disrespectful. But I also know that she has it coming to her. She's going to run into the wrong female and they're going to knock her old behind out. And you're going to have to hurt a female to defend her. And guess what? Because your mother's running around here talking about your U.S. military, the world is going to know that people that worked for the U.S. government will hit a female because of what you do for your mother. You better put her in her place because she put you in a hot spot. Trust me. I have more than 1,000 viewers, okay? And they're going to watch this and know what's going on. It's your G Twist P. I told you what's going on. The name of this is going to be called Cherry Love Drama or Orbie Drama. Matter of fact, I'm going to say Cherry Love Drama, and then I'm going to put your name in the bottom in the description. Orbie defending his mother, harassing and offending people, and using his military training to hurt U.S. civilians and citizens so his mother could harass and disrespect people who pay taxes in America. How you like that? Is that cool? Is that something that you want to be remembered by? Is all the work that you put in to defend this country, if you really are a military official, is it worth it? Is your mother worth that? If she's worth it, I'm gonna tell you this much. America made a mistake by hiring you to defend us and represent us. Because to be real with you, my mother will never, ever a day in her life ever threaten any of my enemies or my enemies' friends or actually notify them that we made a mistake about who they are. My mother will never do that. She knows not to do that. We let it go and we move on with life. And I'm hoping that after you watch this video, if you do watch this video, that you learn to let it go and move on with your life. Because if you really are a military official, what you need to do is you need to find ways to make our country a safer place. And if you can't do that, stop having your mother run around and tell people that you represent this country when all you're going to do is hurt the same people that pay taxes so that you can run around and shoot people outside of our country. But don't start with us. Start with the outsiders. Go to Afghanistan and Iran and Iraq and shoot them. But don't come to our country. Don't come home and try to hurt and kill civilians that pay taxes, that have families, and need to be alive to take care of their kids. Don't do that. Don't be that person. And I understand that you're high yellow. You probably deny your black roots because your mother doesn't show that because she only starts problems with black people. So therefore, I know she's an enemy of the black agenda. Let me know where you stand, though. I'm done talking. Have a nice one. And by the way, this is also a Sabbath special because this happened on my Sabbath. And that's what I'm trying to show you. On my day of praising God, Orbie Love was ready to attack me, hurt me, and kill me. Use his military training that the U.S. government gave him, which was supposed to be used to protect me. Instead of hurt me, he was going to use it to hurt me. It's sad to know that the U.S. government made a bad judgment on who they trained to defend our country, because now they're going to use that same training to hurt citizens of America. Please be careful, especially if you're in Auburn, New York, anywhere near Clark Street, because Cherry Love will start some stuff and have her military trained son come to beat you up or kill you over her disrespectful ways. I'm done talking. It's your G Twist P.